in the 2023 general elections. Nigeria Governors Forum says it is committed to delivering safe and effective vaccines to the citizens. Also on political update today, the face-off over financial autonomy for state legislature and judiciary may soon reach decisive turn. And from beyond our shores, new Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu makes history in East Africa. Plus, juggling the needs of the constituents and the direction of the party hierarchy, we have perspectives. I'm Fisayo Gunfui. Welcome. The Nigerian Governors Forum says it is committed to sustaining efforts towards the safe and effective vaccination of Nigerians against the coronavirus pandemic, as well as explore windows for speedy economic recovery and growth.
NGF says the perceptions shared by some Nigerians on the efficacy and safety of AstraZeneca vaccine is in sharp contrast with its clinical test certified by the World Health Organization and pledged to sustain commitment to the vaccination of Nigerians. The forum commends state governors for the smooth administration of vaccine at subnational levels and received endorsement from COVID-19 Technical Advisory Group led by Professor Oyewale Tomori. NGF lauds the Nigerian Governors' Wives Forum's effort in tackling issues of gender-based violence and other forms of crimes against minors and pledged to sustain commitment in winning the war. The Nigerian Governors' Forum commended the renewed vigor to combat drug trafficking and abuse and pledged support to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency to contain the menace. On the economy of the nation, the forum engaged British Deputy High Commissioner on bilateral discussion in the area of increasing capacity response to COVID-19 economic support, as well as customs revenue growth rates. The forum receives update from Presidential Economic Advisory Council on accelerated economic growth and upliftment of 100 people out of poverty by the year 2030, as well as NNPC audited account for the year 2018. 28 states have achieved disbursement link indicator for states' fiscal transparency, accountability, and sustainability, while the forum's chairman and governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, briefed governors on his engagement with Committee of Vice Chancellors of State Universities.
Now, state governors and the Conference of Speakers continued their discussions this week on the best way to resolve the lingering issues surrounding the implementation of the Executive Order 10, which covers financial autonomy for the legislature and judiciary at the state level. Let's listen to some outcomes of the consultations.
Fruitful meeting. I think we're nearer solution than disagreement, and there are broad principles that we have all agreed on, but the details will be worked out as soon as possible. In principle, we are fully in support of autonomy of the legislature and the judiciary. Two, whatever framework we put together would be on a state-by-state basis because fingers are not equal, as you know. Three, even at that, there must be an irreducible minimum below which no state should go.
Succinct words from the chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum there, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State. Now let's go beyond our shores for a bit. History has been made in Tanzania as Samia Suluhu Hassan took the oath of office as Tanzania's president, making her the country's first woman to assume the position. She's also the first woman to be a nation's helmsman, permit the pun, in the whole of Eastern Africa.
Samia Suluhu Hassan naapa kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
Samia Suluhu Hassan is a soft-spoken woman, from vice president position to Tanzania's first female leader after John Magufuli's sudden death. Born in 1960 in Zanzibar, a former slaving hub and trading outpost in the Indian Ocean, Samia graduated from high school, and at 17, she took a clerkship in a government office after she publicly said her finishing results were poor. After undertaking further study, she rose through the ranks to become a developmental officer in the Zanzibari government. She was employed as a project manager for the UN's World Food Programme, and later in the 1990s, Samia Suluhu was made executive director of an umbrella body governing non-governmental organizations in Zanzibar. She became a parliament member for the Makudunchi constituency from 2010 to 2015 and has been Minister of State in the Vice President's Office for Union Affairs since 2010. In 2014, she served as the vice chairperson for the Constitutional Assembly, which was tasked with drafting Tanzania's new constitution. Suluhu is married and have 3 sons and a daughter who is a member of the Zanzibar House of Representatives. After consulting with her Chamacha Mapinduzi ruling party, Suluhu will propose her possible successor as vice president to be confirmed by the National Assembly. Under the constitution, 61-year-old Suluhu will serve the remaining Magufuli's second 5-year term, which will expire in 2025.
Now, Samia Suluhu's inauguration as president of Tanzania, many believe, opens a new vista of opportunity in politics for women